Day 2 of the Lindsay Clancy trial wrapped up, and today the prosecution continued building its case. As a psychiatric nurse practitioner, I'm going to recap what happened and explain the psychiatric aspects that stood out to me. Patrick Clancy returned to the witness stand today and continued describing the months leading up to January 24, 2023. He testified that Lindsay's mental health changed dramatically after the birth of their youngest child. He described increased anxiety, depression, multiple medication changes, but also told the jury that he believed she would never intentionally harm their children. The jury also heard Patrick's 911 call after he came home and discovered the children. The call was not released publicly because of its graphic nature, but it was played for the jury. The prosecution then called additional witnesses, including CVS pharmacy manager and a restaurant hostess who interacted with Lindsay shortly before the incident. Both described her as appearing calm and having normal conversations. Now here's where we want to add some psychiatric context. One thing I see a lot online is people saying, well, she looked normal, she couldn't have been so psychotic. Mental illness simply is not that straightforward. Someone experiencing severe psychiatric illness can still have moments where they appear completely organized, especially during a brief interaction lasting only a minute or two. So testimony that someone appeared calm doesn't automatically rule in or rule out a psychiatric condition. At the same time, this testimony is important because the prosecution appears to be arguing that Lindsay was functioning normally enough to appreciate what she was doing that evening. That's an important distinction because this trial is not centered around whether the deaths occurred. Your question is whether Lindsay's mental state at the time affected her ability to understand the nature or wrongfulness of her actions under Massachusetts law. As more medical experts begin testifying, we'll likely hear more about postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis, medication changes, and how these conditions are evaluated in a forensic setting. I'll continue breaking down each day of the testimony from both legal and psychiatric perspectives, so follow along if you would like daily updates.